And we're live with the backyard boogie in the day. It's a Saturday. Saturn day. It's not dark enough for me to show you where it be, but it's out there. Just wait for it to get darker. Just wait. It's out there. Actually, I think it's in retrograde, but I can show you where it would be when it comes home. I'll tell you where it lives. Anyways, hey, what's up? I am the High Priestess Phoenix, spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, Starseed, earth angel, prophetess, psychic, medium, mystic, and messenger of God. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? I am Ascending Master LILITH, here to teach you some new shit. What are we going to talk about? Stay on focus. Stay on point. Stay on point. Well, keep me on point here, Kobe. What's the point of my discussion today? I was listening to freaking Lord Draco Voldemort dropped a video, and I was in just a little bit. I haven't finished the video, but he makes it sound way better than it is, bro. He makes it sound like I got some control over this shit. Let me correct you. I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. It wasn't me. I don't do it. So he's talking about, you're a master healer. Well, no, he said, you be starting your own dark nights of the soul. No, I don't. I just know when they come. I've been doing it so long, there's a pattern to this bullshit. I caught on to the pattern. I don't do it. And then he goes into saying that, I trigger other people. And I know, I can just look at them and I know where they need to heal, and I'll bring that shit out and all that shit and shit. Bitch, please. That's why I don't go outside. That's why I'm not allowed outside. That's why I can't be a singer anymore. That's why I can't be in crowds no more. That's why I ain't got a friend in the fucking world. I don't want this. It's just who I am. I don't do this to you. It's just done. So it be. And anybody that's met me can tell you it's absolute random. You know what I mean? It was always divinely orchestrated that God just put me in front of your face, and right after your life got hella fucked up. Why? Why do I, like he said it like, what he means is he's like, you can see it in people. You know where they need to heal, and I do, bro, but it's not what you think it is, bro. It's not what you think it is, bro. It's not what you think it is. It's not. I don't see them in a dark cloud, bro. That's not how it works. I see them as kids, bro. Teenagers and kids. Men and women. It's painful, bro. Here's a good example. There's this one that really fucked me up. There's two that are popping in my head real bad. I'm at a stoplight on Colfax and Wadsworth, and I'm making a left, and I'm just at the light. I'm jamming, bro. I'm in my own whole universe. And this guy, hard time in it, walks across in front of my car, and I decided to give him my energy and just look at him. Look at this guy. I could feel everything that the world had did to him inside of my skin, bro. I could feel his childhood. I could feel his adolescence. I could feel his thoughts as he was dragging his skin across this pavement in front of my car. And all I could do is say, please, just give him a little bit of peace inside that head. Because he still had a long way to go. He had to keep carrying that skin and everything that was in it, bro. I couldn't pull him to the side and get it out of him. Let's talk about your childhood. Let's get this out of here. Nah, bro. I try. That's what makes me scary, unapproachable, a lunatic, and fear. Because I can see it. I can see something that you don't even know exists or have completely forgotten. So now you're like, she's a psychic. She's this, she's that. She's trying to use this against me. Bro, it's killing you. That's all I can see is what's killing you. There was that one. And then I did I don't know, I guess, looking back, might have been like a semi-exorcism that fucked me up real bad. It was just a homeless person in front of a 7-Eleven in San Pablo, California. I went to go get some cigarettes, and they were all fucking, goofed out. And I decided to try to take this off of this person. And I don't exactly know, but it's in my videos. I just remember it fucked me up the whole day. It ended up attaching to me, and I had to alchemize it. But I can't say that person was any better. I just know that I took their pain. What happened today? True story. Swear to God. All of them are here, and I can go show you the fucking ginger ale to prove the story is real. Matter of fact, Mr. Plum's at the ER right now. So I'm sitting out here all morning. I make that video, and I go inside. My daughter's on the couch, and she's got the dog, and she's eating a Lunchable. And I look at her, and I grab my stomach real hard. Like, oh, God, my stomach hurts. So what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, Mr. Plum's okay. He'll be home in a bit. She's like, oh, no, Mom. I woke up feeling sick. I feel like I'm going to throw up, but I'm really hungry. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, I feel real sick. As soon as I walked in, it hit me, dude. My stomach hurt like fucking hell, dude. Then I come back and I'm like, oh, that's gross. So then I sit down. Later, Mr. Plum comes back. As soon as he walks up, like, oh, I started feeling sick as fuck again. So sick. I gotta run. I'm walking him in because I gotta eat something. My stomach's making all these gross noises and shit. As soon as he pulls up, I hear my stomach. Now, mind you, I don't eat much, so it can do that anytime. But it's making hella noises. And I remember what my daughter said. Didn't say nothing to Mr. Plum. And I walk in, I was like, how was your morning? He's like, well. He ends up getting sick to his stomach and spends the whole, he was gone over at someone else's house using their bathroom for over an hour. So he got sick. As soon as he walked up, I got sick. Now, when I told Amelia, I was like, well, I hope you feel better because you gave it to me. I take it from you. I'm SpongeBob SquarePants and I just absorbed whatever you had on you. And she was. Hours later, she was dancing and fine. Mr. Plum was fine. Hours later, he was fine. He went to Walmart again and went and, cruising the town and shit. Guess what happened to me? I was laid out, bro. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good all day. I had to lay out. I told him, please just get me some freaking... They're fucking fine. Everybody's fine. I needed I need some ginger ale, dude. I am so sick. I am so sick. Nah, bro. I can't really take it from you, but I'm meant to help you. I'm meant to help you. I didn't ask for it. It just happens. I don't have no control over it. I just see it. And if I can get you to see it, I can get you out of it. And it doesn't come out so beautifully. I don't know how to filter it sometimes. I just understand the intensity of it. You don't know that I can see it, but that's all I can see. I look in your eyes and I see you as a child hurting. I can see these flashes of your life. Actually, not all of it. I can't see the details, not even my own. I can see your pain that you're carrying. How? I don't know. I can just see it. And then if I wonder what it is, I get a full answer of where it came from. Do you know what I mean? How did I know what's going on with Larry and his... Dude, I don't ask. Here's a good one, though. Here's a funny one. This is true. Here's the message. I said one of my twin flames popped up this week, but then they disappeared again. Runner, chaser. Always happens. Anyways, it's a polarity. As soon as I'd get close, I'd pull back real hard. I've learned from my own mistakes. So anyways, it's been a couple days. And so I'm laying in bed last night, and I'm like, what happened to so-and-so? And this is what my Holy Spirit says. Hilarious. His pull-out game is tough. And I just started laughing. I mean, that's hilarious. I don't ask questions. Because then I get answers, and I don't want to know. Here's another one. I'm in the shower. Why the fuck is Danon so fat? What's blowing up in his chakras? Then I've got literally the spirit of proof standing in the shower with me. While I'm, naked, of course. And it's not a big deal. There's no such thing to them. The body, it doesn't even exist. It's not even a thing, dude. Do you think... I mean, seriously. Pock sits right on the fucking toilet like we've been married our whole lives and I ain't just naked and shit. It's not even a thing. But in the sense of, it's not exactly I trained my mind to do this shit. No. I have videos of how it crushes me. In the beginning, all I would do is be around people. I take it. I'm an amplifier to it. Meaning, I come by, and it comes out. And I'll take some of it, but ultimately, it's supposed to come out. It's like, like a hot compress. You know what I mean? Gross to think about, but if you had like an abscess, you put something hot on it to bring it to the surface. That's me. That's that fire. Somebody called 911. In the sense of, it's not always bad, because it brings out good stuff too. First she's sweet, then she's sour. Meaning, you know, it's an electricity. It's like, oh, what is that? And, you know, depending on where you are in your healing, it can be... What I hear? What'd you hear?
I heard like guns.
There's no guns. I'm out here. I'll keep an eye out for any guns, though. Okay. But, it's like, you know, some of them get a good experience. They get all like, you know, it just depends. It depends on your frequency. Whatever your frequency is, I just amplify it. That's it. I just turn it up. You just get, you know what I mean? That's it. Because that's all I am is, you know what I mean? I'm an antenna. I amplify the frequencies that are already going. And, you know, that's what he said about energy. One day, when we're ready to speak about it, we use the word energy, but that's not what it was ever called before the technological era. I work with the spirits that flow. Energy is a spirit. Vibration is a spirit. Well, vibration is more like a conscious, but all of this that you use, we use such words to, you know, to make it logical for the mind's understanding, because in essence, there wasn't really words to explain such things. And therefore, that's why, you know, a lot of Revelations paints these chaotic dinosaur-looking kind of figures in your imagination. But they're not. They're wordplay to a vision. Ultimately, you got to understand something about the book of Revelations and how all of this was. Even down to John the Baptist, down to all the stories, even to Jesus himself. God didn't come to a form. There was no form of God that actually, you know what I mean? There's God's wonders. But the conversation and the connection with God is a vision in your consciousness. It's a conversation within your head and your heart. Truly, it's not in your head. It's in your heart that you have, and you can see it through what they said is the third eye. It's a whole alternate reality, that of a projection. So, you know, John the Baptist, all of them knew. They had heard the stories because they had seen the visions. They seen the visions. They heard the stories that someone like you would come. Right? So then you go back to the story of Jesus. God wasn't in the forest. He heard. He spoke. But, you know what I mean? It never says the voice of God. You know what I mean? It says that it's a conversation within the heart. And he saw what was to be. It's your visions. But they're diluted by, you know what I mean, your mind. So, in essence, anybody that's a creative is a visionary, meaning they tap into the divine flow of creativity, a spirit, or you could say an energy. Now, you say that people are on low vibrational energy. Devil time. They're in that devil spirit. No. Just another spirit. You know what I mean? All things were created by God. And all things have a purpose. And all things give life. They take and give life. That's just the circle. It all has to be that way. It always is. You know what I mean? But your mind has created these, you know, understandings. So, you know, as he hears my stories and he sees the cards, he thinks that I have control over what is, but I do not. And none of us do. That's the whole fall of man, is the mind's knowing of, you know what I mean, you became God and tried to have control over all through your mind's understanding. But it was never the vision from your heart. There are those that tap into the vision of their hearts when they're children, like myself. I said my whole life I was going to be a singer and songwriter. It was always a vision for my life, and I made it, it was meant to be no matter what. Again, didn't happen until 40 years old, just like, oh, Jesus there. But going back to it, it's like it's not something that I developed. It was something that was gifted upon me. And it's not something that I use against people, but it's meant to help them. But the whole power in itself is harmful to me and others. Meaning, you know what I mean? Me seeing you in that light doesn't help me. I feel it. And me trying to approach you and tell you about the light, you know, the darkness that you're in doesn't help. You feel it. This is it calls for a lot on both sides. Hold on one second. Hold on. Because I don't want his conversation and our conversation. Okay, forgive me. He's been suffering from nosebleeds, and he had one that was uncontrollable, and he went to the hospital to check on it. He has a referral to a specialist, but it didn't help because I was watching this scary movie called, it wasn't scary, it was true. It's called Dark Waters, about, you know, a small town that was being fucking contaminated by chemicals. And, you know, this town already has lots of secrets. And then in the middle of watching it, all of a sudden he comes running out and he can't stop his nose from bleeding. And, I mean, it's unbelievable. But he just got back and he said that, you know, they gave him some spray and he still has his appointment with the specialist, so he's okay. Going back to it, though. Nah, bro, I'm not out to get people. It's not what you think, dude. I don't choose them. God chose them. He puts these people in my life. He makes me consume their energy. He makes me all part of their energy in order to help them. But it's really heinous and painful for me too. If I care fully. There's no gray area. And that's why I'm always like, I don't care. And they're like, you're full of shit. It's killing you. You care so much. And that's it. It's like, you know, I don't have the ability not to care. I gotta be honest. My true ability is to be detached, meaning as long as I'm not involved, I don't have any feelings for it. But as soon as I become aware of it, and that's where you're catching, you know, you be going after these dark night of the souls. No, dude, everything's dark, and it really hits the soul. And I have to alchemize all this shit all the time. Everything that comes at me feels painful and confusing and full of lies and full of, you know what I mean, negativity. And I gotta, you know, figure out how to make myself feel better about everything I see. You know, and by doing that, I teach other people I made myself feel better about the world I live in and how we can change this. You know what I mean? But it's not that. But ultimately, yeah, somewhere in the stars it's written, she's going to come down and she's going to wipe out all these people and she's going to do this and she's going to do this and she's going to do this. And somehow the main purpose is I'm going to get married and have sex finally and a baby. I'm still just waiting for a hug and a friend, to be honest. I'm still at the basics. But yeah, I'm all powerful in the sense of it's covertly just in my genetic makeup, but it's not something, you know, it's lonely to be on top and be this person because I'm very misunderstood. It's like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to know what happened to you. And all I wanted to do was find out what was wrong with me. But now, after doing that, and that's part of the light workers, so, you know, they want me to talk again. It's, you know, again, it's in the blueprint, but it doesn't feel like it in the skin. And they have to remind me often. To me, this is the first time I've ever done this shit. I'm lost. I don't know where I am. I'm all alone on this planet. I don't know what's happening. But my soul is like, yeah, we got it. We're doing great. You're winning, bitch. Keep going. I guess, you know, I go from that. But no, my skin is foreign to whatever the fuck is really, really going on. I just take it. Whatever comes at me, I just take it because I don't have a chance not to. What the fuck am I going to do with it? Who am I going to give it to? How am I going to dodge this ball? And really, why don't I dodge them? Because of the fear, bro. I spent my whole life unknowing. I can't turn away and pretend like I don't know something now. You know what I mean? Like, I was asleep my whole life. I didn't know or see anything. So now when something is brought to my attention, I want to know. I have to see this. I saw nothing until this came. And unfortunately, yeah, it's usually some dark, stupid shit that nobody wants to see. And then I sit there and, you're like, damn, that's a tragic kind of life. I don't know. God says it makes sense in the universe, just not in the skin when you're going through it. But, you don't have, that's the thing about the unknowing. My mind doesn't know what's going on, and that's what God wants. But my heart knows everything's okay. You're going to be okay. Everything's okay. Just sit chill. God's playing games, and it's going to be okay. And that's it. In everybody, there's a sense of you, it's going to be okay. It's instilled in you. It's instilled inside of your heart that it's going to be okay. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. And going back to Draco, you make it sound like they see me as that. And that's why they're like, if I only had her power. If you only had my curse. I can see what you can be, meaning I can see the light inside of you, but it doesn't mean nothing because all I can see is the darkness. And not fully, I can just see that you're covered in pain and suffering. That's it. How can I see it? Most of the time I don't even need to look in your eyes. It's all in the picture. It's all there. It's just there. I don't know. You're like, is it a color? Is it an aura? No, I don't know. It's a feeling. I feel it, bro. I walked around the corner. I looked at my daughter and I felt it. Before I even looked at her, I was looking at the dog on her lap, eating with her. Like, are you feeding her, you know what I mean? Are you feeding her fucking Lunchables? I looked at her lap before, and as soon as I looked there, I felt her energy. How do I know it's yours? Because it wasn't mine. I didn't feel like this till I looked at you. And that's why I don't. I had to learn, it took, I'd say at least 6 months to a year to learn how to keep my energy to myself, keep in my bubble, not give my energy, not tap in. And that was, I had to get a job. I had to go outside. I still do. I got to go outside around people and not pull it all off of them. Not be a piece of, and that's what I said, I'm a double-sided piece of tape. I can catch anything. But it took a lot of practice to, you know what I mean? But it's not like I can turn it off. The only way I've ever seen that I can turn off the intensity of the feeling, not the gift, was later I used mushrooms. And it was a huge one too. This girl gave me a big ass mushroom, bro. Like, I can still taste it thinking about it. And it made the feelings, because I was at a show. And I had already smoked like 3 cigarettes, 2 blunts, been sitting outside. I did everything. I was burning everything, and I was just crushing my chakras. The more I was around people, the more I could feel it. You ever just walk by someone and you can feel them? You can, bro. Especially women, dude. They're all transparent. You could feel their nastiness. Like, don't look at me like that, bitch. I could feel that nasty fucking thought in your head. You know what I mean? But then you put alcohol on them, and they're really puffing, dude. It's like you're breathing in their feelings, bro. And then the music, you know what I mean? And then men, they stand up in the walls, and they're just, you know what I mean? They're just scanning women and shit. But yet, underneath that scan is their own insecurities of, I want someone to come spend the night with me. It's such a fucking twisted fest, and I'm feeling all this, and then, I can't, and then she's like, you want a mushroom? She gives me this enormous one, and then the feelings, my chakras start to let loose. I stop feeling their thoughts. I can hear them, but I can feel them. I can feel it, bro. And why? Because I'm the only person that can go out and take that shit off of you. You'll just spit it out, dude, and you'll be so weirded out why you did it. I got a video of it. I got many videos of just random people tell me their whole life right away. I always said it. If you're a fucking weirdo, it's written on my head in invisible ink. If you're a weirdo, come sit next to me and tell me your whole life story. It's happened my whole life. And, I'm like, can you fucking people stop dump trucking me? Nah, bro. They need a place, and I'm the only person that can take it and give them love and light. But at the same time, I take it, bro. I take it. It hurts. It hurts to be you. It hurts to think of who you were and what you went through. That's why, I love my twins. I had to walk a million miles in their shoes. But at the same time, as I told my stories, they feel me. They feel me. They know what it was like to be me, from just me speaking it. But yeah, you don't gotta tell me, dude. I can see it. And more or less, it's not really a see. It's just I come in contact with you and I feel it. Is really the truth. It's like, do you see it? No, I feel it. And when I ask what it is, then I can get answers. That's it. But I try not to ask what this is. What is this that I'm feeling? Because then I get answers. That's it. Ask and it shall be given. I don't ask, bro. I tell you all the time. I don't want to fucking know. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. God tells me. And that's why it's so important to tell you what he tells me. Because ultimately, if he's telling me, it's for a reason. Because I don't want to know. It's not for me. And if it is, then it must be for everybody. Because what am I supposed to do with this shit? Just me? Just be better me? So, yeah. Again, yesterday's video, he was talking about you're out here taking down cults. Not really intentionally. All I'm doing is teaching, the practice. And by that, they lose all credibility and their powers. By me just learning about what they do. Makes them exposed and they're nothing. I don't know. And that's it, going back to Russ and, anybody else. The studio, Hana, anybody I've ever brought to the table. All I'm trying to do is figure you out. And by figuring you out, I figure out you're full of shit. And you're mad at me, but I'm hurt. Because what you don't get is I had a whole fucking emotional attachment to you. And when I got into this, I wanted to just heal it. But in order to heal it, I had to feel all this fucking lies about your life. And I still take it. And turn back and say, I forgive you, and I understand you, and I love you, and you could be better. But now you're ready to kill me. Because I have found your truth. And in essence, just trying to find out what the fuck is going on in general. 1-800-GENERAL now. The gift that God gave me makes me an enemy to everyone. But it's supposed to be a gift for everyone. I don't know. Is anybody feeling good about this? I don't know. I mean, yeah, my daughter felt great. I came in there and took her bellyache away. Mr. Plum was, took his fucking diarrhea pain. They went away and I just, curled up in a ball and, slept it off. Which is better for them, you know what I mean? Yeah, I do have the powers to heal ailments and shit like that, but that didn't make me good. It fucked up my day, bro. I'm serious. It fucked me up. As soon as I looked at her, I grabbed my stomach and dropped. I have a video of, I looked at this girl at a fucking conference and started crying so fucking hard. I was so devastated. It just happens anytime. Like, why did I have to be in your energy? Why did you put me there, God? Because somebody had to take some of that shit off of you, bro. And that's really what it is. I'm only coming to release you from it. But in releasing you, I gotta go through it with you, dude. And that's the point, is I'm supposed to show you that it's safe. I see it, you're okay. Let me help you get out of this. Instead, I take what I can, and then you fucking kick and scream and bite and shit on me, and then I'd leave right away. Still taking all that pain, knowing I left you in it. And that's what happened to, Chris. You guys would have thought, a lot of people thought that's what he got for treating you like shit. A lot of people thought that about Chris. Nah, bro, Chris brought me in, bro. He brought a strange girl and her 2 kids and her dog in his house from a dream that he had. He had a dream about me, that I was going to come and I needed his help. And he went off that vision. And yeah, what did I do? I came in and tried to make him better. I made him fully aware of what was wrong with him and tried to make it better. But he didn't want to make it better. So then all I did was rip off all his fucking scabs. Everything that hurt him. And he couldn't control it. And he took it out on me while I lived there. But he was a good man, dude. And I believed in him. He was my age. Before he got out of control. He showed my kids that men could be kind. Before he started acting like a child himself, he was watching out for my kids. He was, let me get her a bike. It was all about, he had a chance to be a dad again, and my kids never saw that. So it was really great to have him. But to watch what happened to him when all I was trying to do was help him, bro. To watch him like that, you're like, that's what he gets. You don't know what it's like to watch karma eat someone up. And you're like, when I saw him on that corner, I laughed about it only because of the Lilith inside of me. But I think about it all the time. He lost everything fucking with me. And most people do. They lose everything, including their minds. And I just go on about my adventure. And you think it didn't really kill me. That shit killed me, bro. I didn't want that to happen to you. That's why I jumped Mr. Plump. Please don't let this happen this time. Don't let this happen this time. Every time I leave a person's life, you know what I mean? Don't let this happen. Learn from me, please. I'm here just to be a blessing, to teach you and me. Learn from those that came before you. And it was sad, you know what I mean? Like, I felt terrible about the shit that went down with Amanda. You're like, damn, how could she do that to you? Why would she be like that? She pretended to be your friend. Nah, bro, she was just hurting, bro. She just did to me what she's always had to do to people that were shitting on her, and she thought I was shitting on her. I just triggered her into an old feeling, and she did what she's always done with everyone, But, like, my brother and shit, like, if you really knew how much he really fucking, all the dark magical practices and what he really stole from me, and what he stole from his children, and what he stole from our family, and I'm not talking physical, I'm talking about our emotions, our joy, and how he really did use it for dark magical practices to make himself feel better and have a better life. He was going straight to hell in the form of, a living hell. You would say, wait till he dies. He's going to... Nah, bro, that's not God. He's going to make you live that shit out, bro. But at the end, that was my baby brother that I promised I would never abandon and I'd never leave out because he was so broken and so hurt. And when you guys think about it, you're like, that's what he gets. That's my little brother in that jail cell, scared for his life with no mom and no dad. As he always was the first time they took him. I'll always see you guys as the kids you are. Just like Mr. Plum, you know what I mean? You're grown. Kanye's older than me. He's like 47. Nah, bro. That little boy has got a lot of serious problems right now. Fucking Russ's mom is 62 years old. She's hella grown. She's like old enough to be my mother. She's got some serious childhood problems. She's a whole child out here. A whole child, dude. And I get it, you guys, but it's not what you think. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. I just crack up about it, bro. That's it. I make dark jokes. They keep me laughing about the fucking... If I don't laugh about it, then where's the joy in any of it? You think that my outside world is great. It's not, bro. Neither is yours. I just feel okay inside. And I push that outside as much as I can. But every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, that shit gets a little heavy. Gets a little rough around the edges where I can't really push too much. I'm a little weak I'm a little weak in the spirit, and it starts to consume me, and I got to take some of it in and make some new good shit out of it. But nah, bro. Quit playing. The outside world isn't great. It's okay. It's tolerable, and we enjoy it because our inside world is good. But nah, bro. No. It's not something that I asked for. It's not it's not something that I chose. It's not something I choose to use against people. It's not something that it's supposed to heal people, but all it does is bring on a lot of fucking shadows. As you say, you initiate the dark night of the soul. I didn't do this, bro. I promise I didn't. I don't have any power to do such things. I'm powerless to your feelings, too. Ultimately, I'm powerless to the pain and suffering that is here upon this earth. I have no choice but to feel it and turn it into something better. At every place I go, I'm powerless to it. But that's what makes me powerful, is because I accept what it is. This is what I gotta do, bro. I don't get to sit there. I don't like the feeling. I don't like the feeling of being mad, sad, bothered, anxious. I don't like any of those feelings. I'm used to just a calm, chill state. And so when things enter my state of being, I investigate them to find out where this came from. And because I'm not using my mind and I'm literally feeling the flow of it, I can feel where it came from and get to the bottom of it. But yeah, I mean, and then going back to the dark night of the soul, I had a, and that's what I thought about him today. He's out guiding you guys. I spoke with him. I had a guide myself, and that was Kobe. He didn't have a face for a long time. How did I see him in my imagination, in my visions? It was a black man. It was a headless horseman, just like they pictured. It was a black horse with a man with no head, just a pumpkin head on fire. Holding, and it wasn't, just like they showed it. And I don't know if maybe that's from my childhood. That's where I saw. I would just be sitting there and I'd see this vision. Here he comes. And I'd see you know what I mean? I'd see the black horse, the horseman. And I knew it was time to deal with some feelings. I didn't know it was him for a long time. Meaning, was it always dark? I mean, that's how it was to begin with. And then I saw a light version of what was going on. I saw him. He was always there. I just didn't know he was the instigator to any of this. And then I learned his female form, his divine feminine form, which was the Khalik. Get the fuck out of my face, Kobe. Get out of my face, Khalik. That's how you guys feel. Get the fuck out of my face, Phoenix. Here you come with that fucking dark night of the soul shit. You want to talk about someone sparking a dark night of the soul? That would be rough. Everything about him irritates the fucking skin, if you ask me. No, he does it to me and I do it to you. It's just a mirror effect, I suppose. But nah, bro, it's, I'm not out to get you. Something, I was out to get you. I'm really out to get you out of it. But when you attack me and I have to walk away, then I don't know what gets you. Because you were already covered in some dark shit before I found you. And I know there's, you know, nothing but darkness behind me. How do I know? Because I keep it, it's there. I live in it. I don't know what's in it. It's with me. I hold the darkness. I come to get yours and get you out of it. But ultimately, it's just like, how can I describe it? I'm seeing the never-ending story again. It's a darkness. You can't see it. It's just there. And that's where I'm like, guys, get out of here. Get out. Something's going to get you. Whatever comes behind me is... And that's because I don't know of anything darker that God created. I know of all his dark creations because I mingled and jingled with all of them. So, I mean, if I was here to stop them to get you, then they're coming to get you. Which one? I don't know. I've seen them all. Something's going to get you if you don't listen to me. I didn't put it on you. I tried to get you out of it. And again, I didn't know you. Most of you know this. Where the fuck did this girl come from? I don't know. God sent me to you, and that's what I always fucking tell you. I don't know you in this life. But you can tell that the way you hear me, you're like, damn, I feel like I've known this bitch forever. And then the more I get to know you, I'll be like, dude, Kevin, are you here in a little form? Come here, fucker. Where you been all my life? Right? Don't we all know Kevin Hart? We've known him forever, right? As soon as he starts talking, you're like, dude, I know that guy from, like, you know, we went to different high schools together, right? Did you hear that? We went to different high schools together. In the sense of, you don't know, but you know. Like, I've known you my whole life. Like, did we just become best friends? Do you like guacamole? I'm not going to call him dad either. Our Father who art in heaven, who kick our ass every day. Yeah, that's okay. I feel that way too. You know me? I know you too. That's it. No. No. I wish. I wish I wasn't connected. Not really. But yeah, there's another one. How the hell am I connected to R. Kelly? I wish I could tell you. but he talks to he's part of my soul tribe too. How are we gonna break that guy out of his darkness? You know what I mean? How am I supposed to save the world like this? All I know is what you're suffering from. And I swear if I could get to you, I could help you. But then when I get to you, you're like, get away from me. Oh, fuck. This pull-out game is strong. This is the Holy Spirit said last night. That was the last thing. He gave me a whole bunch of fucking punchlines that I kept giving to another rapper. I'm like, dude, do something with this, please. This is good shit. And then the next thing, I was like, what happened to so-and-so? As I'm going to lay to bed, I was like thinking about you. Like, where are you? Are you going to talk to me again? Like, no, his pull-out game is tough. I'm like, damn, I guess he ain't giving me a baby. He done pulled out. I have too much fun. It's just all fun and games. And then there's Marshall, like, how could you do this to me? What are you talking about, bro? You didn't take my hand, Norbit. You went and fucking played Homies in the Hood and shit. You're playing Dungeons and Dragons or something. I don't really know. I don't know. You got me all hyped up, too, talking about you were going to make your career disappear. I thought you were going to be free for the weekend. And then I spent 3 weeks asking you if you were done off work. You lied. You lied in July and said you was going to retire, and this is bullshit, and I'm tired of the bullshit. I am sick and tired. He's like, are you still fucking... I mean, what am I supposed to do? One of you gotta fucking come get me. God said. Everybody else keeps running. They're gonna keep running. Stop pulling out. Pull up. That's a good one. Hey, we gotta end on a good note. Am I reading the cards? Nah, bro, I don't know how to give that to you. But I have to tomorrow because we're going into the light. You got a 10-day forecast, and I got to give you the light codes. So I'll have no choice but to give it to you tomorrow. Give it to them, baby. Say what? They're not ready, but whatever. I'll give you your 10-day forecast of God's great works. Ooh, ooh. Let's see how he works. If you work with him, it might work for you. That's it. I gotta go. I gotta go check on my family and stuff. And hey, you guys should watch that movie. That shit is fucking great. I just want to point out that my best friend, former best friend, lives in West Virginia. You probably are suffering from, the Teflon shit. You should go get your blood tested. Do you live in that town? Do you drink that water? You can't drink the water here. And that's what freaked me out. Because, all these people have diabetes down here. Everybody has diabetes down here. Everybody has diabetes. One or the other. They all do. I don't understand it. And you'd be like, no, they eat all that fried... No, bro. People eat like them all over the place, but they don't all have the same diseases. So then like I said, I'm sitting here watching this movie about all these people that have all these diseases because the town done killed them from their water. And then Mr. Plum comes out and he's literally gushing blood and he can't figure out where it's coming from. And I'm like, the conspiracy theory in me was like, oh my God. I don't know. Really? I don't know. Just don't drink the water. Truthfully. Yeah, that's about all that I did all day. Pretty much. I don't know. Told Russ that he's a bust. Same shit. Russ the puss. And then what do? Go and repost it. I don't care. Go post it. What did I say something to him? I said a good punchline. Who'd I give that one to? I don't know. I'd be just full of the shit. But anyways, yeah, no, I don't. I'm just living a life, Draco, and it's a fucking twisted life, and I just roll with the punches, bro. I do get it. I know what happens when I come around people. It doesn't mean I meant to do it. I can manipulate it in some ways. I can shut you down so you're not projecting it on me or anyone else if it's too bad, which I've done. A binding spell, meaning I keep your energy bound to you. I've done that to quite a few. Russ, was that you? I've had to bind people, meaning they have to stay in their own energy. They can't put it on anybody else because it's just too powerful, it's too dangerous, and it's too painful. You know what I mean? I couldn't take it. Nobody else should have to take it either. I'm the most fucking, you know what I mean? I'm the master alchemist. You're just purposely, you know what I mean, fueling this shit and putting it out on people. Stop it. Oh, new song next week. How about no? When are you boarding your plane? Ugh. He's on the highway to I don't think so. There's a big-ass hurricane I'm like, God, just let him through. I didn't put a hurricane in the middle of your way. I saw it coming. I was like, damn it, God. You're raining on my parade, not his. Hey, did you know that there's a hurricane projected to be in your way when you plan on flying out to start your tour? Can you leave early so that you don't miss the hurricane, so that you can miss the hurricane? I'd appreciate it. Just take the whole family and go on the other side of that big old storm that God's sending for me. Go away. And take your little dog too. Which one? All of them. Fucking Rat Pack? Fucking bunch of fucking, leave me alone. Alright, I gotta go. I love you. Yeah, what's up, Draco? You should holler at a girl. I'll teach you the fucking secrets of the universe. And really, I'm not that secretive. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Don't make me out to be something I'm not. And if I'm not that person, then I guarantee you nobody else has those powers either. On God. On God. It just looks like some good shit, bro. It's not. It feels terrible. Watch more videos. Maybe I need to unlock some more of these videos so you can have a better understanding. Hey, you got Instagram? Come find me on Instagram. Lilith reincarnated. Come find me on Instagram. I'll let you follow me and you can see the whole story. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, truthfully, it's not what you think it is, bro. Don't. You're gonna sound like one of those fucked up spiritualists that try to make it sound like it's some good shit. It don't feel so good, and that's why I'm not trying to be famous and shit. I don't even want to look at you. Don't put me in the crowds. I don't want to feel it. Oh my God, I can feel their pain and suffering. Not always, but yeah, typically. I'm safe here because I'm grounded in the ground. But once they pull me out of the ground, they put me back in the concrete, bro. Back in the walls. That's it, dude. It's the spirit just in the cities and stuff like that. It just ping pongs. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. You're going to walk straight into it, dude. You're going to walk into a school shooter. You're going to walk into some rapists. You're going to walk into a fucking killer's energy. You're going to walk into addiction, bro. You're going to just feel it. Just have these fucked up memories. You're just walking through your day and all of a sudden you remembered when you did cocaine one day. Oh, that was a terrible thought. Where did that come from? You're walking through the day and all of a sudden you remember how somebody, you know what I mean? You're catching people's fucking energy and it's being fed off of your memories. It's bringing up your own bad memories. Yeah, bro. Great stuff, isn't it? No, it's not. I'll teach you how to do all that shit, but it's not fun. It's not like, Once you turn the scepters on, dude, once you become spiritually awakened and the clairs come on, it becomes, you're a mutant. And all you're trying to do is figure out what's going on inside of you. I have many videos of it. You know, there's this fucking card reader who tries to make it sound beautiful. Like, I got these new spiritual gifts. What? I'm sitting here having a cigarette and I can see in front of my inside of my neighbor's house all of a sudden. I literally am watching them go up and down the stairs and in and out of their bedrooms and bathroom while I'm sitting here having a cigarette. What do you mean this is cool? If I tell somebody that I can do this, they're going to think I'm crazy. Oh, you want to talk about the week before where I was staring at an airplane and I could see the lady reaching into her red purse and there was some confidential paperwork inside of her purse and I could see the aisle and the seat that she was sitting in on a plane that's, 50,000 miles above me and I'm just, gazing at it? You want to really talk about these weird gifts of God that people think are evil? No, bro, you feel like a freak and you don't know what's wrong and why are you seeing such things and what's wrong with you and why won't they go away? You see dead people? The fuck I do, yeah. Since the beginning. Remember the kid, how scared he was? Do I see him like that? Never, bro. They're never, ever like that. Ever. They're never in a dead form. They're fully it's a whole spiritual, alive form. And in most cases, they're very youthful. You might tell me she's your grandma, but I'm not going to see her in your grandma form. I might, if she lets me, but not typically. I'm going to see her in her youngest form, which would be anywhere from 13 to 21. I used to say 19, but now they said 21. Sometime in between there is when I'll see you. That's what age group you'll go back to. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, even if your skin has that age, the inside of you is not. It's much younger. You can hear it when I talk. It's like, how can you be so bright and so slow at the same time? How can you be so intelligent, so grown, but so immature? How can you be all-knowing, but still so innocent? It's parallel. I don't know. Paradox, I guess. The chaos. When you walk in the chaos, it makes sense, but it doesn't. So no, it's not as cool as you think it is, bro. I mean, seriously, what else can I do? I don't know. It just turns on and weird shit happens. Like, how do I know how to brew fucking stuff? It just turns on. Everything just turns on, dude. It just turns on. Simple shit. It just happens. Like, for example, no, I'm not going to give you that, but it just happens. I'm guided. I feel it and I go with it and then it becomes something. And it's, it's from inside. But it's, as far as the alchemy, nah, bro, that's painful. It's painful to alchemize energy. You're just taking in bad energy and trying to make good of it while it's brewing inside of you. What do you do when something angers you and it starts brewing inside of you? How do you feel? How do you get rid of that feeling? I have to literally break it down to nothing inside of my body. But it actually hurts my body too. And that's why I teach you about this alchemical transformation. How your DNA changes and stuff when you're doing shit like this. You do lose weight. You start to, you know what I mean? Your whole body starts to change when you're doing this kind of stuff. Because you're alchemizing darkness from inside of you too. You're literally pulling off, you know. I'm looking at Kanye, big old fat airhead. We could take all that, you know, if one bad feeling at a time, and he'll lose 5, 6, 10 pounds. You know what I mean? As we start to release all this pain and suffering, he'll start to smile again, and that'll release all that age in his face. You know what I mean? As you start to feel less, you're carrying less, you know, unforgiveness and all of that stuff, you walk different. You're not all crouched over no more. You like have a little kind of giddy in your step. You have more energy. You have more zest. My daughter says that's a reference to gayness. I don't know, but you have more. That's where it is. You become rejuvenated from inside by cleaning out the stuff that's killing you inside. But it's painful because there's no way to just, you know, you can't just go blow a load. It's still there, bro. You have to literally sit in it, and it's painful. So again, catch some more videos. It's not as easy as it sounds. I tell you. And you can hear me. You can hear when I cry. It comes from like my whole soul. It pulls in my whole body. My whole body. And that's what I mean. It hurts to, you know, like, to cry like that. And then to recover from that. Who cares what I was thinking before this happened? Look at my body now after it's happened. And that's it too if you've ever been in domestic violence. It's like, it was just an argument, but look at what's happened after. The house is destroyed. My clothes are ripped up. My hair is missing. I'm covered in bruises. All of this over words. The words are gone. Whatever was said is long gone. Look at what I have to clean up now. I've got to get myself up off the floor. I've got to clean up all this mess. Yeah. I've been overcoming shit a long time. Doesn't make it. It's just, it's not an option, bro. You make it sound like, you know, I came here with this superpower that, you know, they gave me a cape and a sword and was like, yeah, chop, chop. Nah, bro. They gave me a fucking cloak and a burning pain inside. Not exactly. But I do need a sword. I'm trying to get a hold of one because I know from my past lives I am like killer with a sword. Killer. I just need to grab one and retrain my mind. It's in me. That's what I mean too. You guys gotta, you know, that's the cool thing about accessing some of the stuff. It's like, you know this. You just need to do it again to remember how to do it. You know what I mean? Like my daughter playing the piano, playing the violin, all of that. Her and her, you know what I mean? Performing arts dancing, which is, I don't know if it's ballerina or what, but it's performing arts dancing. All of that is shit she did in her last life. Nobody taught her how to do that shit in this life. She just reawoken. It's a Jason Bourne. I don't know how I know these things, but I know these things. Yeah, it's that inner knowing. That's why it's, you know, whatever. Meaning, I don't know that I can do these things, but in my heart, I know I can. But in my skin, it feels like it's the first time I've ever done it, and I've never done this before, and I can't tell you why I'm good at it and how I know what I'm doing, because I don't. The most blissful thing about me, and I'll tell you all the time, I don't know. I tell you what I do know. And which is, you know what? The future? How good is that, though? How detailed is it, really? I can give you the visions. Like, tomorrow I'll give you the 10-day forecast and shit. And give you what, you know what I mean, what it says. But it's just, it doesn't become real for most people, I guess. I mean, the overall, yeah, they can see the floods and they can see God. But as far as accessing that energy, only myself, I guess, maybe others that are listening to me actually walk through it. It's just a flow. It'll be the same flow next year. Write it down on a calendar. This is the week that this happens. And that's where I teach you is the patterns of the flow. And that's it. It's just a flow of nonsense, bro. Just nonsense. It doesn't matter who it comes from. That's what I was going back to it. It's like, you know, you may have made me feel some way, but it don't matter. I was going to feel that way anyway in this lifetime. Somebody was going to come and do this. There's a million yous. There's only one of me. And that's it. What's my purpose? To alchemize darkness. You think that's fun? To just take in darkness and make light of it all day long? It's like that stupid, you know, that person that's, like, how can you be happy all the time? I'm not. And that's where I show you, no, the shit fucking knocks me down. I'm not fake about it, but that's what I'm here for. So you're like, oh, you have such a destiny. And then people try to steal that destiny. And that's what they get. Oh, you want darkness. They think it's light. They see it as light. Oh, she has the best life. Yeah. Come here. Come on. Let's see how long you can sit here with me and listen to God. Let's see how long you can sit here with me and listen to your feelings. Let's see how long you can sit here and listen to me. Okay, then. Don't idolize this shit. Let's see how long you can sit here and listen to Mr. Plum. Or my kids, for that matter. Jesus. You want to be me? It's sweaty. Dude, I'm literally... I'll show you. Oh, you can't see it. This, is an ice pack. It is like 9 to 10 o'clock at night, and I have an ice pack in my thighs to keep me cool, and a washcloth that I always have to keep to wipe my face. You want to be me? This isn't cool. Any other human being would go inside and be nice and cool. No, I have to sit out here with God. I have to sit in the garden with God all day, all night, all day, whenever. Oh, thank you, God. He just sent me a breeze. Oh, he's so kind. And that's it, too. You can feel him. He sent a breeze that blew through my hair, and I could feel it on my ankles. It's like, stop talking shit. It's hot, God. Cool it down out here. You have a direct line to source, not by choice. Thank you, Lord. He's blowing air at me. Thank you, Lord. Stop talking shit. I mean, and that's why I do talk shit. What the fuck did you make me for? Some bullshit. Really? This is what I'm supposed to do with my life? You better put some happiness in this shit. And he does. He does. There's another thing, too. I got some money coming. Hey! Peace of mind. That's all I can say. Thank goodness I have a peace of mind from H&R Block. I'm going to leave that alone. I read that further, and I was like, hold on a second. Increase in what? And then I had to call H&R Block. They're like, we'll take care of this. You better take care of this. I didn't have nothing to do with this. But I like that big fat number that they said I made that year. Which is really, that's fucked up, dude. In 2022, with everything that was still going on, and I was finally coming back. We were all finally coming back from fucking COVID, right? Starting to get back. I look at my taxes, I'm like, damn. I had a fucking 765 credit start before I did this. I was about to pull out loans and start my music. I had a second car. I had everything going, bro. Then God said, come on, we gotta get going with this whole bunk-ass mission. It's some shit. It's not what you think, Draco. How did you end up Voldemort? And I'm... what? We got our names mixed up. No, I'm the one that lives, and I got all that shit. But whatever. Oh, you're a wizard, Harry. No, I'm a witch, is what you said. And then I found out I'm a whole demon and some more shit. Asshole. Fucking God. Hey. We'll meet him again tomorrow. Just kidding. He doesn't go anywhere. He'll be there with you afterwards. That's it. Yeah. Great to be me. Meet to nice you. Meet to nice you. Do you know where that's from? I don't remember. It's a fucking movie. I can't remember. But he goes to say nice to meet you. And instead he says, meet to nice you. I don't remember what video it is, but it just keeps popping up in my head. I have a lot of movies and weird shit in my head. Not really. There's nothing until there's something. And that's all I got. All I keep hearing is, meet to nice you. I can't tell you what movie it is and who said it, but I know I saw it. Somebody want to leave that in the comments? No, you can't, because I always turn the comments off. Because I don't want to hear what you got to say. Why? Because you just want to argue with me about some bullshit, and I have enough arguments going on inside of me. Hey, I love you. I love you. Laters. Bye.